Well, we have first two questions here. Let's deal with them individually. So starting with the very first one. Now if you observe here, we have multiplication, addition and multiplication. Well, according to the Varma's rule, we know that multiplication comes ahead of the addition in the preference table. So first we'll deal with the multiplication part, and then whatever the results we get here, we will add them so that we should get the final result. So let's continue with the calculation part. So if you cancel 1463 with 11, 11 ones, 11 threes and 11 threes. Going with 7, 7 eights, 56, 7 fives, 35. So final multiplication, 5 into 133. Now do not multiply as 5 into 3 and 5 into 3 and 5 into 1, because during the multiplication in speed mathematics, I clearly told you, multiply from the most significant bit but not from the unit digit. Now in this case, 5 into 100 is 500, 5 into 30 is 150. So 500 plus 150 is 650, 5 into 3 is 15. 650 plus 15 should give us 665, and plus 2 into 85 must be 160 or 170 exactly. Now if we add these two things, 700 plus 100 is 600 plus 100 is 700, 60 plus 70 is 130, 130 plus 700, 830 plus 5 here, that should give us 835. So in that case, option B must be our answer. Now if you look at the second example, what does it say? Now we have 1 by root of 4761 into 828. Now what do? First, we find out the square root of 4761 and then we'll multiply that with 828. Now what is root of 4761? Well, we have already learned how to find the square root in the speed mathematics, right? What do? First, we separate out the last two digits. Now, what do we have here? We have 1. How do we get 1? We'll get 1 from 1 square, or 9 square 81. So our unit digit of the answer is 1 or 9. Now, coming to the first two digits, 47. Find out the nearest perfect square to 47. 6 square 36, 7 square 49. 7 square 49 goes beyond 47, you cannot consider it. Nearest perfect square to 47, which is less than 47, that is 36. 36 comes from 6. So our answer must be either 61 or 69. Now how do we check this? We will consider 65 square in between. Now we already know how to find 65 square. 5 square 25, 6 into 7 is 42, right? Now if you observe this, 4761 is greater than 4225. So it cannot be 61 square, it has to be 69 square. So what happens? This becomes root of 4761 must be equal to 69. So if I rewrite this, we should get 1 by 69 into the final one, 829. So now the cancellation part. Well, if you observe these numbers, 69 is a slightly bigger number to cancel with, right? Well, if you apply the divisibility rule, this goes with 3 into 23. That will be fine. But should I really do that? No. Try to finish the final calculation within a single step. How? Well, if you consider 69 into 10, 690. Now this is more than 690. Means our answer should be 69 into more than 10. Well, if you look at the options, all of them are more than 10. But think about it, 2 into which number should give you 8? Sorry, I mean 9 into which number should give you 8? 9 into 2. So 69 into 12 should give us exactly 828. I am repeating this step one more time. 69 into 10 is 690. Now if you look at this 828, that is slightly more than 690. So obviously this option and this option is ruled out. Only these two are left out for us, right? In that, if I take 69 into 50, 9 into 5, 45 unit digit should be 5. But what is the unit digit here? 8. So 9 into 2, 18. Unit digit is 8. So that's how we select answer as 12 without actually cancelling the entire number here.
Take 53 rolling.
Another 2 examples. Well, if you see, I have given only 4 options. Well, certain exams, like banking exams, if you consider, there will be 5 options. So, in this case, I have mentioned only 4 options. Well, if you don't find the answer in any of the options here, then we can consider answer as none of this, which will be our option E usually. So, let us continue with the questions now. Now, what does question number 3 says? We have root of 164 divided by cube root of 6859. Now, first step is root of 1764. If you want to find this, separate the last 2 digits. We have 64. Unit digit is 4. 4 comes from 2 square 4, 8 square 64. So, unit digit is either 2 or 8. Now, nearest perfect square to 17. 2 square 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25. 5 square goes beyond 17. So, what do we consider? 4 square 16. 16 comes from which number? 4. So, our answer is either 42 or 48. Right? Now, in between, we check 45 square. Now, what is 45 square? We know 4 into 5 is 20. 5 square, 24. Again, if you didn't understand how I did this, please check that in our speed mathematics, how to find the square of a number. Right? Now, so if you compare these two now, 1764 is obviously less than 2025. Right? So my answer cannot be 48, but it has to be 42. So root of 1764 is 42. What else we have? We have cube root of 6859. Well, we have already learned cube roots in speed mathematics. Now these are much easier compared to the square roots. First we separate the last 3 digits. 9. Which cube gives you 9 at the unit digit? 9 cube. That is 729. So unit digit becomes 9. And nearest perfect cube to 6. 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8. No, 2 cube goes beyond 6. Can we take it? No. So we have to take only 1. So this has to be 19 cube. Now, what do we have? Our final answer. If you consider the root of 1764 is 42 divided by 19. Well, we cannot further cancel 42 with the 19. So, answer has to be this much, that is 42 divided by 19. But do we have 1? No. So, what is my answer? Option E, you can consider as none of this. Now, coming to question number 4. What is our question number 4? Once again, with respect to the root. But if you observe, there is a decimal point within the root. What do we do when there is a decimal point in the root? Do not bother about the decimal point at all. Consider only root of 1296. Okay. Now, when I try to calculate the root of 1296, what happens? We'll separate last 2 digits. We have 6 here. Now, where do we get 6 from? 4 square 16, 6 square 36. So, unit digit can be either 4 or 6. Now, 12. Nearest perfect square to 12 is 3. 3 square 9, whereas 4 square goes to 16, which is beyond 12. So I consider 3. 34 or 36 is our answer. So what do we do? In between, we'll check 35 square. What is 35 square? 3 into 4 is 12. 12 square, 5 square is 25. 1225. Now if you see this, 1296 is more than 1225. It means our answer is 36 for the root of 1296. Now, see, still there is a decimal point, right? Now, you got answer as a 36 for 1296, but actual number is 12.96. A simple tip. If there are 2 digits after a decimal point within the square root, when it comes out of the root, there should be only 1 digit after the decimal point. Suppose, if there are 4 digits after the decimal point inside the root, when we come out of the root, there should be only 2 digits after the decimal point. Now, in this case, there are 2 digits after the decimal point within the root. When we come out, it should become only after 1 digit after the decimal point. Still confused? Think about it. 3.6 into 3.6. The 36 into 36 is 1296. After a decimal point, 1 digit, 2 digit. Right? So this is how you identify how many digits you should place after the decimal point. So this is basically 3.6. Now our final answer is 3.6 divided by, what do we have? 0.6, which is same as 36 by 6. Our final answer must be 6. And do we have the option? Yes, option B must be our final answer. So question number 5. Well, careful in this question. The common mistake what students does here is they will try to add all these numbers and then divide with the 142, which usually doesn't work. Why? When we apply Bodmas rule, in Bodmas rule, division comes before addition. It means first you must finish with the division and then you should go to the addition. So it means first I have to divide with these two numbers and then we add the remaining numbers. Well, few students must be already worrying by looking at the size of the numbers. Does that really matter to us? No. Let me help you with that. If you observe here, 142, 1278 divided by 142. Now, I really don't know 142 into which number, but I will blindly tell you answer is 9 here. How did I do that? Simple. If you see, 142 into 10 is 1420, which is more than 1278. That is slightly more. Now it means 142 into slightly less than 10. Now check out. 2 into which number should give you 8 here? 2 into 9. So that's why I have blindly taken 9. Then you must be wondering why there could be even a decimal as well. If there is a decimal, then answer also should have the decimal. I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to say here. Right? So that's how I decided 142 into 9 should give us 1278. Now rest is only addition. What do we have here? 2000. 400 plus 200 is 600. So we have 2600. My answer must be 2600, but there are two options, 69 and 68. Then what do? We add 33 plus 27 is 60 plus 9 is there. 60 plus 9, 69, and that is our final answer, option number A. Now, looking at question number 6. Well, there is a mixed fraction here. Now, the common mistakes are a common mistake does by students here is they will try to convert the mixed fraction. Okay, let me show you the general method of solving first. Let us convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction. 9 into 7 is 63. 63 plus 3 is 66 divided by 7. Plus 6 into 7 is 42. 42 plus 4, that should give us 46 divided by 7. Next, let me send this minus sign to the other side and I will bring it to this side. Minus 14 into 7 is 98. 98 plus 4 is 102 divided by 7. And I'll send that question mark to the other side, that becomes plus. Right? Now, if we solve this, finally we have denominator common, that is 7. So, 66 plus 46 is 112. 112 minus 102 is 10. So our answer is 10 by 7. We have the answer absolutely. But I don't prefer this method of solving. Why? Let me show you. Well, you need not to actually convert the mixed fraction into a fraction here. What you can do, when the bases are same, you can deal with integers separately and the fractions separately. What is that? Observe. Look, 9 plus 6. What is 9 plus 6? 15. Now when I bring it this side, that becomes minus. What do we have here? 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. What else we have? Only fractions. That is 3 by 7 plus 4 by 7 minus 4 by 7. I can cancel 4 by 7, 4 by 7 because when it comes this side, that becomes a negative. What do I have here? Only 3 by 7 left out. 1, 3 by 7. Now, if I do the calculation, convert it. 7 into 1, 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 by 7. If you see this, what is the size of this and what is the size of this? Much faster answer. The trick is not to convert the mixed fraction into an improper fraction when the bases are same. Question number 7. Well, again, application of Bodmas. We have subtraction and multiplication. Which one do we go with? we must go with the multiplication first. Well, if you want to deal with the denominator, this is pretty simple. This is into 1 into 2, 1 by 2. Right? Now, what do you have in the numerator? First thing, we have to multiply these two numbers and then we have to subtract 299 from that. What do we get? 18 into 10 is 180. 18 into 7 is 126. 180 plus 126 is 306. 306 minus 299. What is 306 minus 299? That should give us 7 divided by, what is the numerator denominator? 1 by 2. 2 goes to the numerator now. 7 into 2, 14. Much simple answer. Though the number looks complicated, but if you do the proper calculations and if you know the tables well, then this question can be solved within 20 seconds. Now, another example. 9762 divided by 12 divided by 13 equal to question mark. Now, usually students get confused here whether to do 12 by 13 first or this divided by 12. I'll give you a simple tip here. Whenever you see something like this, A divided by B divided by C divided by D divided by and so on, a simple tip is only the first term goes to the numerator, remaining all will be in the denominator. Doesn't matter how many numbers we have. So what happens here when we bring that here, we'll write in the same order 9672 divided by what do we have? 12 and 13. Here we'll get 12 into 13. So let us cancel with 13 first. Here 13 sevens is 91. What are we left with? 57. And then we can go with 13 fourths, which is 52. 57 minus 52. Am I right? Yes, 5. So 13 into 4. Another 52 is there. Again 13 into 4. And the last step with the 12. 12, 6, 72. We have 2 left out and there is a 4, 24. 12 into 2, 24. So our answer is 62. Do we have the option? Yes, 62 is our answer. One last set of questions here. So if you see ninth one, this is based on the Bodmer's rule. Laws of indices. Now, the final question is a 9 power question mark and we need to find what is a question mark. Now, in this kind of a question, you must always convert remaining all bases to the power of 9 because here we have power of 9. What happens? If you see this, 81 is a 9 square, whole power 5 we have, into 729 is a 9 cube, whole power 4 we have, divided by 9 power 7 equals to 9 power question mark. That is what we have. And let us convert this. So 8 power m whole power n is 8 power m into n. So that is 9 power 2 whole power 5 is 9 power 2 into 5 is a 10 into this one 9 power 3 whole power 4 3 into 4 12 divided by 9 power 7 equal to 9 power question mark. And the final step we have 9 power. Here all the bases are same. M into n, that is 10 plus 12 divided by, divided means that becomes minus. What is the power? 7. This is equals to 9 power question mark because all the bases are same. So finally, if you do this, 10 plus 12 is 22. 22 minus 7 should be 15. 9 power 15 equal to 9 power question mark. So it means question mark must be equal to 15. And do we have the option? Yes, option number A must be our answer. A final question. What do we have? 5 by 7 of 2072 divided by 642 minus 346 equal to question mark, right? Again, a lot of Bodmer's rules. Now, Bodmer's starting with B. So first we deal with the brackets, means we have to deal with this part. So what happens here? If I subtract 300 from 642, that will be 342 minus 46 should give us 296. 296 if I subtract 346 minus 642. Now, what else we have? We have a division here. Division with 2072 and there is a off here. Means
multiplication. 5 by 7 of 2072 is nothing but, now when you deal with the board mass, what do we get first, division or off? If you see, off should come before the division, but in this case when multiplication and division are together, it doesn't matter whichever is there, you can go in the either of ways, your answer will be absolutely same. In fact, in simple terms, these two will have the same preference level. Now if you say this, what do we get? 5 by 7. Off means what? Multiplication into 2072 divided by 296. So if I try to cancel this number with the 7, let us see what happens first. 7 2s 14, we have 67, 7 9s 63, 4 left out, 42, 7 6 42. Well, if you observe, 296 get cancelled and I'll be left with final answer as 5. Well, do we have the options? No. So what must be my answer? My answer is none of the above or none of this, and that has to be my final answer. Well, these are few examples that I can show you in simplifications. Well, there will be many more types of the examples in simplifications. If you want to master simplifications, my only suggestion is to solve at least 5 questions every day for a period of 2 months, or try to solve at least 1,000 questions of simplifications from the various sources, mainly from the previous papers of the banking exams. So, well, apart from these basic examples, still we will be solving many more questions when we'll be dealing with the advanced level of simplifications. To watch more free videos, download or learn application from Play Stores. If you are benefited by these videos, please like and share our videos, and also do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our new videos that we upload regularly. If you have any queries or suggestions, please drop them in the comment section below. Also, if you want to reach out to me or any of my team members, you can always do that through any of the social media platforms, and the links of which are already provided in the description below.